everybody, Mr. Black here, and you have made it to video number 3 on the baritone, and I'm excited to show you some cool things today. We're going to take you through some tips and tricks to help you be very successful on making a good sound. We're also going to show you how to maintain and clean your instrument on almost every single week that you're going to need to, okay? Lastly, I'll tell you some terrible dad jokes, and I'll give you a challenge that you might be able to use to get a Rancher of the Jolly. I will see you pretty soon. Ready, set, go! All right, friends, so the first thing I want to do is I want to make a really good sound. And I'm going to do that by using my mouthpiece here. So here's what I'm going to challenge you to do. If you bring your lips together, blow some air out. Ready? Yeah, did you see what I did with my cheeks? Check it out again. Ready? Yeah, my cheeks puffed out. I don't want that. I want my cheeks to be nice and controlled. So the way that I do that is I use the corners of my mouth right here, and I squeeze them like this. And now I've got a funny face. Do you think it's funny? I think it's funny. I don't know why I'm talking in a British accent, but it happens. Just be cool with it, okay? Cool. So now if I blow my air out, watch what happens. Did you see that? I use the corners of my mouth to make sure that the air in my cheeks doesn't go where you keep it going straight. Because you want the air to go straight into the mouthpiece and then into the instrument. So, let's take a look. Mouthpiece, mouth. Can you make this sound with your mouth? Squeezing the corners, bring your lips together, look up, and go. Can you do it with me? See if you can do it for 4 seconds. 1, 2, ready. Nice. Can you make that sound in the mouthpiece like this? Chances are you might have gone too high. Did you make this sound? If you did, too high, loosen your lips right here. Don't loosen the corners. Keep the corners nice and firm. Loosen the lips right here for me, though. See if you can do this. Can you match that exact sound? Try it again with me. Ready? If you can match that sound, you're in good shape. What if you go too low? Listen to what would happen. I don't have any strength in my lips there if I'm going that low. Can you bring your lips a little tighter? Now, making a good sound in the mouthpiece is step 1. But step 2 is we want to use our tongue to change the note. So to do that, I have your teeth right here. These are your teeth. And this is the roof of your mouth. This is where your teeth and the roof of your mouth meet, and this is your tongue. I want your tongue to go right there in that sweet spot where the roof of your mouth and the teeth meet. And I want you to say ta, ta, ta. Can you try that? Ta, ta, ta. Good. Now with the mouthpiece, can you do the same thing? In your turn. Ready, and go. Great. Let's put it on the instrument and see what happens next, okay? All right, so I talked about making a good sound on the mouthpiece. Now I've got my instrument together. I'm holding it the right way. If you forget how to do that, check out the video number 1 and then number 2 to learn the first 3 notes. But we want to make sure that we're sitting up nice and tall on whatever chair we're on. We don't want to be on a couch or a lazy boy chair or something. Nice chair, maybe a kitchen chair or something like that. Sitting on the edge, and we want to bring our instrument up to us. We don't want to bring ourselves to our instrument. If my instrument's resting on my knee, I don't want to bring my mouth up to my instrument. I want to bring my instrument up to me. That's important. Now see if you can play note number 1 like this. Did you do it? If not, chances are you forgot to squeeze the corner of your mouth. You will get this sound. Use the corners of your mouth, the muscles there. We're going to build those muscles. Get this sound. If you got this sound, you're going too high with too much air. Slow it down and you'll get this sound. Again, this is note number 1. Can you give me 4 of those by using your tongue like we talked about with ta? Check it out. 1, 2, ready. Nice work, my friends. I'm very proud of you and the hard work that you just did to make that sound. So now let's take a look at how we take care of this instrument. Ready, set, go! All right, so some of you, when you're playing a valve instrument like the baritone, when you press down, sometimes your valve stays stuck and it won't come back up. I'm going to show you how to fix that. One way to do that is to loosen the valve casing by twisting it lefty-loosey. Now, if it's not coming undone, don't use a pair of pliers. You don't want to do that. Bring your instrument to Mr. Black and I'll fix it. If we use a pair of pliers, we'll dent the metal and then it's a much more expensive repair. So, hopefully it loosens like this. And once it's all the way loose, you can actually pull up your entire valve. Whoa, that's what it looks like. Isn't that cool? Be careful. We want to touch this part, not the very top when we're twisting it. Now, if you're holding this, in your case, you'll find something that looks like this. This is valve oil, and we use this to keep our valves moving very easily. I'm going to apply it just a little bit to the top here. This needs it quite a bit. This is good. And I'm going to move it all the way around, just twisting that casing all the way around. Okay. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this valve and I'm going to place it back in here. And I'll see if I can show you. There's a little, do you see that little, let's see here. There we go. Maybe it'll focus. Yeah. That little white piece, we want to line that up with the tiny little indent that's in our casing. This right here is called the valve casing. This is the valve cap right here. And this is the valve itself. Now once it's lined up, we're going to place it in there. And then we're going to twist the valve cap so it's back and tightened. And once it's tightened, you can press that button down and you're good to go. Now, you want to oil all of your valves about probably twice a month. I would do it every other week is probably what I would do. It's very important. Now, you might say, Mr. Black, I forget which valve goes where. That's why it's important. When you always move your valves, don't take out more than one valve at a time so you know where it goes. A lot of times the valve will also have a number on it so that it matches the right valve casing. Okay? Last thing, if I press that down and it's not in the right spot, you'll get this sound. It won't make any sound. So you're going to want to twist the cap until it locks. And now, if you blow air, it plays again. Okay? That's how we properly maintain our baritone. One more thing I want to share with you is this down here. This is called our water key. And at home, when we're playing, if we get a spitty sound, like it's blocking or it's going blah, 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 that means a little bit of condensation. Not spit, condensation from the inside of your instrument. Kind of like when a cool glass of water on a hot day has condensation on the outside. That's what's happening on your instrument. Your instrument's nice and cold, but your hot air that's going in condenses inside the instrument. So when we have a lot of that, all you're going to do is you're going to press that button, and you're going to lightly blow air out to get that moisture out. Now, we don't want to do that at school and band class. If it is an emergency and you hear that sound and it's annoying, raise your hand and I will let you go take a leave of our class just to let that out of your instrument and then you can come right back in. We just can't do that in the same classroom environment, okay? So that's awesome. That's what I wanted to talk about with baritone today. Let's get to the dad joke, shall we? All right, so today's dad joke is brought to you by Star Wars. Ready? Why was Darth Vader afraid of the Death Star? Well, Yoda find out later. Get it? Because it's like Yoda, and you're gonna find out later. Yoda find out later. It is a really bad joke. I understand. It's pretty bad. I'll work on that. I promise I will. Okay? So, hey, listen. Challenge of the week. Doesn't involve playing this week. If you draw a picture of a man eating pineapple attacking me, Mr. Black, and you take a photo of it and send it to me, I will accept that as your challenge of the week, and you will earn a Rancher of the Jolly. Now, you want to take it one step further. Break out the crayons or stick figures or whatever. I'm excited to see your artistic work. All right? Friends, have an amazing time. Thanks for hanging out with me on lesson number 3. Let's move on to the next one next. Ready, set, go!